Absolutely. I think we're going to be looking at the centre lanes in this race. Benson Nadas won the Hungarian selection a few weeks ago and is also a silver medalist from the K2500 in Paris. Oh, and we got a false start. That's always nerve-wracking, isn't it, Emma? Having to turn around
Yeah.
and go back to the starting blocks.
Absolutely. I think probably the biggest frustration with a false start is if the bucket actually drops like that, and then it takes longer for everyone to reset, paddle round, and get back to the bucket again. So yeah, not ideal, but something that they'll all be used to. So they'll just spin around now, calm themselves down, and make sure that they execute that for the restart.
Absolutely. And Martin Natal will be looking very strong for this also. He was in the A final earlier today in the K1000 meters. So he might be a little bit more fatigued than some of the athletes that are only doing the K1500 meters here today, but he's got great endurance and I'm sure he's focused on his recovery before these heats this afternoon.
Yeah,
So they're
sometimes it's
making their
a
way back
blessing and a
around.
curse, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to really have everything planned so well. Here they are making their way back around now to the starting blocks. And I'm sure their hearts are thumping with adrenaline and they're just wanting to get going now. So they line up in their lanes again.
They certainly used to, when I was racing last year, they started doing this heartbeat. Do you remember the heartbeat that they were playing over the loudspeaker? I'm not sure whether they've got that. I can't quite hear it at the minute, but I wasn't sure whether that made it more tense or less tense and more exciting. But to hear that heartbeat through the loudspeaker was certainly got you ready for the start line.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it gets the adrenaline pumping and you're just wanting to get going.
So keep your eyes on lane 5, Sweden, and probably the Hungarian in lane 4, looking to put down a marker.
I think Benson Addis will definitely be the favourite for this, and he's gone out strong in lane 4. He's got the home advantage here with the home crowd cheering him on, and he's a well-established athlete. He's a silver medalist, like I said, from Paris in K2 500 meters, and won the selection race here a few weeks ago in Szeged. So he has a lot of experience under his belt, and he'll be looking to show that here today in the heat and progress to the semi-finals with ease, I would think.
Looks like he's already putting about half a boat length on his competitors as he's coming up to the 250 metre mark. Lane 1, the athlete from the independent nation, also progressing towards the leaders.
Martin Natal also in the running there as he went through the 250 in second place. So top 4 go through from this heat through to the semi-final, and the 3 best fifth times from all the heats will get through to the semi-finals. You can see lane 2 from Uruguay making their way up also to put themselves in contention for the top 4 spots as they come into the final 100 meters of this 500 meter race. Benson Adas is very much controlling the race all the way to the line. He may even be able to ease up in the final few meters to save some energy. So we've got Benson Adas, lane 4, we've got Martin Natal from Sweden in lane 5 as they make their way to the finish line. Also lane 2, Uruguay ex Cura finishing second. So first Benson Adas, second Uruguay, third independent nation, and fourth Martin Natal from Sweden.
Really, really good race. Looks as well like the wind has dropped, so it was quite flat like water for them to be racing on. So I'm sure they'll be grateful for that at the end of a long day of racing.
Yeah, and like you said, Emma, you know, the wind really determines the times of the races, and because there's 3 by best fifth places, progressing in time, that's very difficult if the wind is stronger for one heat and then less for another heat. So luck sometimes is on your side for the wind.
So we'll just wait for confirmation of those finishing positions. Certainly looking like the best of the weather than we've had over the last couple of hours for these final few races of the day.
Very close call there for third and fourth. I think Martin Natal just pipped Uruguay on the line for No, it was actually, sorry, Martin Natal picked the independent nations on the line, I think. But all four will progress through to the semi-final. And here we have it,
There we go. So
Bensonadas in first place, Uruguay in second place, and third place, independent nation, Urshov and Natal in fourth place. So fifth place will be waiting to see, like we said, to see if their time was good enough to